Hello. It's the usual stream schedule again. We've managed to return to the weekend against all odds. And, well, to nobody's surprise, I feel like playing the same game I've been playing for the last few months. Still have this other file lurking here from playing random party house seeds that get posted on the Discord server. Let's just continue where we left off. A slightly more silly lizard game. I'm getting mildly thrown off by this song because I was watching streamer Chocolate Cake 5000 play the Party UFO mod, and it reuses a song in it. Is it as shrimple as? It might just be. Yeah, these affect the blue tiles. For a second I thought they affected grass. It's been too many years since I watched someone play this game. So now all those blue and purple tiles have just turned into yellow tiles. We become a stealth masters. Oops. And I'm only now paying attention to the fact that the crocodile on the left is not just looping the same path, but going between two separate paths. Okay, yeah. Oops. Simple as. Back level 10, Sunny Banks. Got more sun switches going on here. Well, more switch in the singular, but whatever. Am I allowed to escape from this? Yes. Well, this is a mistake. We'll find out the hard way. How does a poor little lizard like myself get the color green while evading detection. More like how do I get it over there without evading detection? I think we do a little something like this. You're abducted by an invasion force of 50 UFOs for the express purpose of suffering by being forced to play this game. My condolences. You mean UFO 50 or Camouflage specifically? Camouflage does not seem like it's particularly offensive. I mean, I've gone through Block Koala. I've done my time. Specifically Camouflage? I don't know what you're talking about. You don't like this game? Wait, how are you doing on this fine day? Three. Dry Gulch. Doing alright? Nice. Now we've got the opposite of the sun switches, we've got the rain switches, which allows us to make the ground beautiful purple again. Getting this game's cherry was so incredibly stressful. Really? I've been talking on the UFO 50 server, and this seems like... There's no consensus, but this seems like... Auto mod. Anyway, there's no consensus, but this game seems like quite possibly one of the easiest cherries. It's very short, it's got a save system, it's very generous. Like, if you make mistakes, like, you know, you can just, like, rewind your last move. Like, in my opinion, it feels like the only real stress is when you get jump scared by an enemy seeing you cross a map that you weren't expecting to see you. I think I might have to get the baby before I turn on the waterworks. This game is Jump Scare City, population the simultaneously smartest and dumbest animals ever. Yeah, I haven't seen Hawk show up to catch me yet, but I know he's waiting in the wings, pun intended. Anyway, we're going to immediately run that back. First I'm going to see. Okay, so it does have a different icon if you haven't gotten 3-3. We have baby. Oh yeah, oops. Go in the boot. Then do exactly the same thing you just did. Hawk shows up if one of the animals trying to catch him gets stuck in a loop of not knowing how to catch him. I'm aware. There's a bingo tile for getting eaten by frog, gator, and bird. 13. Rain or shine. Sits perfectly still while Hawk comes to nom you. What do you mean this lizard won't run? No wonder you went extinct. No fear. Burn the terrain. My father, the sun. With cat-like tread. Okay, there seem to be no green paths I can take. Me when I don't have vengeful spirit. Dry out once more. Munch. The poor lizard realized he needs the color brown. You failed. I know you already told me it's TF2, but I'm going to stick by my interpretation of Tomba 2 minecart. Most especially because today's Going Live song was Tomba music. Ba-dum-bum-bum-bum-ba-dum. Now it's just a big mountain level. Yeah, the cliffs. Valid. These frogs are fortunately incapable of seeing downslopes. At the very least, once you cherry this game, you never have to play it again. And you are Camouflage's biggest hater. Also, hey, I can turn my lizard back to default by being on stairs. Camouflaged. They'll never see this white lizard against these gray and black stairs. These animals all share a single brain cell. They've got 2 brain cells and they're fighting for 3rd. Go, my rain. Camouflage's biggest hater, honestly. I think you might be right. Yeah, it seems like a very comfy, chill, low-energy puzzle game. Which I can appreciate after going through the entirety of Block Koala. Do I think it's worse than Block Koala? Absolutely not. I remember the time I made a meme about Block Koala. I remember it like it happened like 3 months ago. The time it flies. Yeah, that's how I get that orange. Oh, you're curious? I think I might have posted it in your server, I can't remember. No, don't do that. Go back to being purple. We need your brilliant, beautiful purple self in order to press this thumb switch. And now we can sneak around this guy. Turn yellow again. You don't think I did? We can go up here and claim our beautiful orange. And then go back down south and collect baby. Okay, now we just have to turn baby yellow. It should be perfectly doable when this guy turns left. 3 out of 3. Collect baby. You don't know why, but you feel like you've heard that meme somewhere before. And finally, Sky Temple. If you go fast enough, it's possible to make this cycle. Yeah. Child, you would not have made it here without great perseverance and cunning. You have defeated all challenges and proven yourself ready. It's time for you to join us in the sky and assume your true form. A form befitting your new talent for changing colors. It's the Pride Blizzard. We've done it. Now, Lizard has become Rainbow. The end. Pride. Yeah. Okay, it's not going to progress to the credits automatically, it appears. Directed by Gary Smolsky. Programmed by Casey11 and Jerry Smolsky. Levels designed by Casey11. Graphics by Lanilla Baylor, Shane North. Sound, Joy Kebby. Original story concept, Kami the Chameleon, by Melda Smolsky, may she rest in peace. Testing by Gregory Milk, Bobby Smolsky, and Misha Dannery. Interruptions, Fancy Lancy. Presented by LX Systems. All rights, double space, reserved. I'm gonna look in the server and see if I absolutely have posted the meme in your server. I'm adding you with it right now. Hey, you even saw it. You even reacted to it when I posted it. Is Melda Smolsky dead in the game story? I believe so. Anyway, my stream title's now inaccurate because I have 27. It's an unpublished page book written by Smolsky's mother. Oh, that one you thought I posted a different meme? Nah, that one's all homemade. That one's all me. I'm gonna hunt my bug. I need a vacation. Okay, first off, what are modules looking like? Dash, blast, sprint, throw, jump, invert, transport, tunnel. Huh. BRB gonna get breakfast. Do enjoy. I'll probably be on the same level when you come back. Or playing a completely different game, one of those two. So that's only 2 range, so I can't kill both of the bugs below me in one shot. Good, walk down one. Shoot them. Spend another move module to go down 2. Then spend a hop to jump up here. Defeat this guy with a stomp. And then use a lob. My energy keeps us so far apart that I don't think I have any way to feasibly kill this bug in the top right and get the other 4. Armadon. Okay, what can we do? We could spend 3 move modules killing that guy. Don't know if that's worth it. Spend 3 move modules on that guy. One, and then jump up here, that's 2, then push over here, that's 3. Push this guy up. Then we could shoot upwards, detonate this entire row. And then let's see, 1 move, 2 moves, 3 moves, 4 moves, 5 moves, and then we could like lob up here. Alternatively, we could also go over there, get all those cubes, and then possibly buy something nice. Yeah, we could get it. Could get throw. Could get jump. Could jump up there. That'd be like 1 move module. It'd be like 2 to do this, and then 3 to do this. Now we've got 4 energy. We can do a few things. We could go down here, we could buy blast, and then we could shoot downward. We could buy shoot, or we could shoot left, and then we could buy blast and shoot over here. Then we could do a lob. Let's see. 1 walk, 2 walks, 3 walks. We can buy jump, hop up here. Then we should be able to walk down there with our 4th walk. Because we hop over 1, 2, 3. That's a jump. After we buy it with our 4 energy cubes. We can afford that, right? Yeah, it's only 2. Sure, this doesn't hit elevated things, so we can't do that, but we can still kill 1 of them. I think we get dragon flushes because I think we had Shriknits last time. No, shut up. I think if we have dragon flushes, I think I might value having piercing a little bit more. But don't buy it on hot, buy it on shoot, because you already keep your modules with parity. At least until you don't want to do that anymore. Nope, that's still a Shriknid. Shrek knows I might want to buy a shift so that I can do more stompies. Maybe replace a run with a dash. Or a sprint. That shouldn't kill because he's on a higher elevation than me. Splat. So the fighting Shrek, having diagonals seems pretty important. So yeah, 2 hops, which means that I don't know how much I need the ability to hit high ground, but it's probably still useful. But that or I can have piercing. And we're going to have our Armordons evolve again. Honestly, this might be a good time for an invert and then, like, blow up these 2 cubes next to me. But those cubes will be on high ground if I invert. And high ground doesn't hit low ground. Would allow me to stomp on them some more, though. Instead, or I invert and then shoot both of them twice. But is that efficient? Replaced with resupply. I should get transport at some point. Any elevated location? Imagine that. Gonna go up here and like buy shift. Shoot both of them twice. Then what? They really did have to put 3 out of 4 Armadons on these ledges. You've acquired your food. Welcome back. As promised, I'm still on the same level. What is for breakfast? Zero dried strawberries. Nice. What does shift get replaced with? Devolve. Crushed. Yeah, we do a bit of stomping. Spent years of my life stomping Armadons. Don't let eggs hatch. That can be remedied. Could shoot that out. Go down here and then stomp on that guy. After I invert? Question mark? The amount of explosions should clear out this entire area. So see, I can shoot up there, then like drop onto a ledge, invert. How do I get down? Because I just replaced my diagonal move with invert. Could use my diagonal move to get down there. Jumpy. Then snipe over. Then walk over. And that doesn't hit. Doesn't hit me, that is. Let's see, and then I could spend my moves to like stomp on this guy, and then come back up here and get this energy. Pretty sure it's physically possible to kill both of these guys in one turn unless I do something really, really convoluted that I don't know if it is physically possible with the energy cubes in the current location they are, and me being broke as I am. So at that point it kind of comes down to where do I want to be positioned. And do I think that it'd be feasible to take out whichever egg that I leave behind? If I want to get rid of, if I want someone to be more feasible to take out, then I should probably defeat this one, so this one's the one that turns into an egg. Goodbye that tile. Egg. Let's see. Could walk over there, stomp him, jump back up here, stomp him. If I'm going to do anything with this snipe, it's probably going to be taking out this bug immediately to my left. Can eggs be stomped on? They should be able to, I'm pretty sure. I think I might have done it either last time I streamed or earlier this game. So you could jump up here, stomp that egg, jump over here, kill that guy. See, could invert, kill him, stomp the egg. Now they're also all on high ground and harder to kill. See. Okay, let's see. What can we do? Kill the Shrapnel. Or not kill it. Could snipe this. Then... let's see. Snipe that, hop over. Move over on this guy. So we've got 3 move modules, one's a diagonal, 1 attack module, and all our energy is cast off in the middle of nowhere. So what can we do with that? We still have invert too, obviously. We invert, we shoot, we stomp, question mark. 32 move modules used up on some malarkey. We invert, we shoot him. We use diagonal to go over here. Of course, this is low ground, and these bugs will be on high ground, which does me no favors. Jump up here. Stomp that. That's 3 move modules. Which is not enough to kill this guy. Well, if we go up and we collect 3 energy, what can we do with that? Pretty sure it would take like all our move modules. It'll take all our move modules for dubious value, I think. We can get over there and like... we've exhausted all our high ground options if we do that. Besides using invert and a shift. Goodbye, devolve. Also, considering my Armadons are fully evolved, I could let the Shreknids evolve since we're 22 kills deep. In which case, I think our order of operations would be mostly unchanged. Do like 1, 2, 3, too many rappers in the city, not enough MCs. And we blast him. This guy just evolves next turn, and then we stomp his egg. Womp. Alright. We're probably stomping this guy who's immediately next to me because, well, he turns into spikies when he dies. And we don't want to deal with those. But then what? Could have stepped down onto this egg, jump back up. Spend like 1 move module on that, then we spend a jump to get back up here. Spend a second move module on that, then we use our other jump to get up here and snipe upwards. After this, we have a day to get 4 kills. Because we're not hitting anyone from our current position. As you can see, charted for your convenience. Kaboom. Edge. Oof. I'm not worried just yet. Yeah, we shoot down. And we could, like, shoot down, jump up here. Or walk down, jump up here. Uh-oh. Calm down. I have a plan. It's in process, but it's a plan. We need to get 4 kills, and we have 6 enemies on the board. These guys only shoot cardinally, and I have the ability to attack diagonally, so I think we win this. We do a stompy, we jump over here, we do a stompy, we shoot diagonally, and we win. You worry too much. Cherry disc. Instant win condition. Damn right, baby. We love them. Mm-hmm. You know what? I can't continue ignoring this game for the rest of my life. We have to acknowledge it again eventually. Okay, now what the hell am I doing? Alright, we bought 3 glorp steaks. Quarter steak. Oh, you haven't played this one in a while? Me neither. I haven't played it since the last time I streamed it. Next time you play, you want to draw a map of the deaths. Good luck if you do so. Oh yeah, these cost relics as well as money. Here I am thinking that I'm the richest man alive, when I'm actually just a fool. First off, let's figure out what we were doing. We gained the ability to assassinate piranhas last time, and I think we spent like 5 minutes doing that. I don't even know who's weak to what in the places we're going. A stupid loser fish approached me. Okay, so these guys are weak to electricity. You can tell because they get the big fancy animation. Slurp. Slurp. Yes, the thing where your team will just attack somebody who doesn't exist anymore because they were already defeated. Slurp. Time, I'm going to kill you. You're so glad these lizards can breathe underwater. Me too. Anyway, time to go honk shoe. Restore our everything back to pristine condition. Because nobody I've ever watched play this game has streamed this for any meaningful amount of time. I have no clue what I'm doing besides what's in bingo goals and what's expected of RPGs, which is getting your levels up. I know this game has a level cap. Orlock? Okay, it didn't matter that Orlock missed. Slurp. Alright boys, good hustle. Nothing here. You gonna look for a bit? You probably won't miss much. I've been given the opportunity to become big and strong by attacking piranhas until the end of time. Damn it, Dylan. Okay, my boys suck at aiming. Give me another piranha. Looks to be the remains of some kind of humanoid being. Damn it, Dylan. Orla, going to attack nothing. Disappointed, but only vaguely surprised. Sadly, this means we lost a whopping battle of experience. Nothing here. Moral of the story is that this never would have happened if my boys weren't such bad at aiming with it. If they weren't so bad at aiming with their sticks. Like my brother simply hit the enemy. Approach me. Nothing here as a fish bites his face off. So this is how this game is going to be. We are going to fully drink up, because I mean it's not like we aren't just camping at the very start of the game where we can instantly refill our bottles of juice. We love staying hydrated with our potion. Dylan. Right on cue. We go home like little cowards. Could be spending my money and relics on some of those stronger looking items in the store, but I have no clue what's going to be effective. You know? What if I buy Trident and it turns out that the hammer is what's good? That is why I'm simply settling for bullying the local wildlife until I am a strong man. I mean, it's working so far. Damn, we can two-cycle them now. Of course, I attempt that and we don't. It's just me, or did the game suddenly get much louder? Delicious. Now, of course, we are going to lock this in. Lock in our ability to be stronger than we were several minutes ago. Drink our soup. Get comfy under our blankets. I'll take one. I'll give it to Dylan. Let Dylan be the coolest lizard with his flippers and his staff. Soup, chow, stew. Don't know if it really matters which it is. I'm gonna have potluck. That's what we're having. You stupid loser fish, approach me. You were here before, so like... Well, hi. Did you attempt to make it obvious that you hate UFO 50s RPGs? I believe you did. I mean, considering it's been like, what, like 10 streams since I played Divers last? Oh my god, Dylan. Can't say exactly blame you. Admittedly, I still haven't really explored much beyond the area you see before you right now. Because the last time I played this, so it's basically me grinding to be strong enough to kill piranhas. And now we're farming experience. I mean, we've made like a level and a half off it, so... I like to think that we're making good progress. Egg. Okay, let's go home because we're out of delicious, nutritious potion juice. Or a small pin if you're me, like 5 months ago, and misread potion as pin. Because that's what happens when UFO soft devs abbreviate this item. Can I even afford a large pin yet? Wait, look, how many relics is it? It's orb. We don't got orb. Well, we have 1 orb, but we need 3 orb. Honestly, we're still getting decent enough XP from the piranhas that I kind of still want to keep farming them up to like level 8. I saw that the piranha healed. I wasn't sure if it healed enough that I was going to survive that hit. Warlock, you have the coolest name, so I think that you're going to be fine. If you aren't, my bad. You see? You survived. Fish. Damn, he got crit. The Eternal Suffering of Piranha 1. Yeah, I don't know if that's enough. We're going to fight this guy specifically, I guess. Yeah. The Eternal Suffering of Elec Eel 1. Brother, don't you even bother. I'm gonna make like these lizards and drink something. By something, I of course mean water, but I'm being inclusive to them because I have no clue what they're drinking. Stupid loser fish, you should approach me. Thank you for missing, Warlock. Thank you for missing, Piranha. Yeah, we got egg. And we got a level up. I'm gonna drink more of my delicious small pin. As you can see, the gap between me and the piranhas is widening. We've also only gotten like 1 XP blip despite our 3 fights. That's how incredibly strong we are from doing nothing but fighting toothy fish. Thank you for missing, Dylan. You know what they say about farming. If you aren't getting enough XP, it means that you probably should explore more. I say as if I've explored anything in this game. I've found flippers and taken the path I've seen people taking bingo, and that's about it. I would say I've solved nothing in the story, but I'm pretty sure this game has, like, no story. I haven't found enough relics to get a cool... No, haven't found any orb. At some point maybe I should also buy a shield, but I have no clue. Again, I have no clue what's good or not. Taking a single coral buckler. We're taking off our flippers because this game has no quality of life. Do I value the ability to heal more than I value the ability to move fast? In this game, yes. Nothing here. Nothing here. What do you mean nothing here? There's quite clearly a fish. A school of fish, even. And go away. Well, I asked. Not nicely. I didn't even ask, I just told him to. But he did go away. It's back to the piranha mines. Egg. Nothing here. Fire upon me, sea anemone. Damn, it fired upon me. Well, we aren't hitting it with type effectiveness, but we're still killing it. What's this? We must find a way around and push this lever. Square up. We're barely even getting any XP from those. I don't know why I'm bothering. Besides, make my opinion known to sea anemones around the world. The ceremonial mask wears the eons on its troubled face. You are enveloped by a feeling of calm as you gaze upon the beautiful carving. Nothing here. Amazed that I did not get grazed. You fool. I remember, but I think I have to like come around and go around and come from below in order to hit this lever. But we're gonna find out as soon as I figure out where I can go around. There's another path to the left over here, in the realm of up. It's into a land with more sea anemones. It's empty, because you already looted it, silly. Well, I think it's the opposite of going around and going down. Well, I take back what I said. Man, shut up. Alright, we're getting more relics. Nothing here. With bubbling. I try and hoard my lances, since I know it's stronger than the stick. Man, shut up. I hear you spawning over there. Wow, if only I still had my flippers so that I could outswim these things. Dylan. You heard me talking shit and that's why you hit a crit next time. I can't wait to get hard gated by the flippers that I took off. Because so far it's just been these bubble up drafts that I can still swim through. I want to say you can blow this up with a bomb, which is sold in the store, but like... Yo, a box. Me when I'm a guard in Metal Gear Solid. Oh my god, it's Mooncat. Where'd he go? I was reminded of a better game. But it vanished before my very eyes. It is so sad. Alright, show me the loot. $500, buddy? Damn, wasn't kidding. It was the loot. Okay, fine, square up. Damn. Yo, GLHF. Hi, Noobster. Welcome to the stream. I assume you'll be enacting the lurk plan. But, good to see you. I finished 2 games that I started. Got cherry discs on them, and now I'm returning to this game I haven't played in months. But fortunately, I'm not really missing anything, or I haven't forgotten anything, because it seems like so far there was nothing to forget. Aside from type advantages. Nice, bro. Thank you. Now we are in the lizard mines. Oh, hey, Mooncap's in our inventory. What's he doing there? No, seriously, what's he doing there? Man. Okay, now I'm just on the other side of this thing. Man, it's gonna be death charges and missiles and Porgy all over again, isn't it? Well, it seems like we've solved the mystery of going down and around. Or around and down, rather. Show me a lever. It's a lever. It's a switch. You flick it. There's no way to crank it back. Well, I think that's enough productivity. We're gonna go home now. And by home, I of course mean we're going to kill a piranha and then we're gonna go home. Approach me, stupid loser fish. Finish him. Time. Time, you loser. I wanted to rely on you, and you let me down. Oh, okay. And we're back in the balmy depth of 500. Or close enough. Which means we can do fun things like leave. And probably put our flippers back on. We also got $500, and we returned Mooncat to our house, where I assume they are going to remain forever. Still haven't found any more orb. I can afford a coral lance. Do I want that? Sure. Give it to Warlock. Give him the shield too. He's the coral man. Do I value my ability to go faster and avoid more enemy encounters over the ability to heal? I do now. Because God, I forgot how insufferable the default movement is. And we're back. Nothing here. Got this suspicious looking tube that flows ever downward. What the hell? We're fighting anime mecha now? You look like someone who would get vaporized if I hit you with electricity. Nope. Damn, he attacks twice in a turn. Okay, you're weak to coral then. We're never gonna know. Thanks, Orlock. Yeah, see, this is exactly what I thought was gonna happen. Waste my money on the stuff that the enemies are not weak to. Mooncat is still in our inventory, taunting me with better times. A pearl. Though, to be fair, I guess I couldn't actually afford a glorp staff. A warrior in stone who once guarded this place, long ago. Same description? Yes. Go, my small pin. Orlock. Well, we know what the anemone is weak to. Still gonna be having any XP, even though I feel like we're, actually going places now. You look suspiciously boss-like, and also like you're in charge of all these doors around here. Dylan. They call him Gulap on the streets. Okay, I got crit. Heal my child. I have no clue how to tell who this guy's going to attack, so I'm kind of just throwing the shield out based on vibes and luck. Damn, he's getting womboed. Well, no more Dylan. Oh, notice, of course, that both of the weapons that I own are ones that this guy is strong against. Or, to put it in layman's terms, now this the shit I be talking about. Can't wait to get a, second dumbbell or whatever that relic is, buy myself a glorp stick, and then I fight this guy, and it turns out he's just strong against all three elements. Otherwise known as the shit I be talking about. had those. Wasn't it like the slime eels? I'm going to fight every single enemy until one of them gives me the thing I want. A box. A pearl. Yeah, I hear you. Never did turn in the other pearl because I was too busy thinking, I can fight this. I can fight this boss. I mean, I'm over here not worrying about anything. These enemies are all incredibly underpowered, so clearly this boss is also going to be underpowered. Then I get my shit kicked in because yes, never fails. 50% of the time it works every time. Time. Where is your hitbox, my friend? Who the hell are you? There's a crab. Well, that was anticlimactic. Oops. Attack nothing? I mean, if you say so, boss. Well, it's not the relic I was looking for, but it is a relic. Well, we found the egg town. That does nothing. Shock lance is beginning to run low. It's almost like I've been running around fighting everything known to man. I'm taking my ball and going home so I can see what's inside it. Surely it will be valuable. Inside the pearl was a small pin, or a potion if you're smart. You can't see me glaring to the sides like I'm in an episode of The Office. But trust me, I am. What have we learned? Well, we're going to go and yell at the stupid evil demon sea anemone and see if it's weak to glorp or not. Yeah. Okay, cool. Right, the mechs are weak to glorp. $120 experience points. Now that's more like it. No, here's the pearl we never returned. Well, you know what? This place sucks. I'm gonna leave and take this pearl back before I forget it exists. Bye, everybody. Surely this will be useful and not simply an item that I already bought one of for every one of my lizard children. He says, unknowingly sealing the fate that it's going to be an incredibly small potion. Or pin if you're me from 5 months ago. This was not the way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he simply wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Okay, let's crack this ball open and see what's in it. Well, it's a lance. Anyway, now this is the shit I'd be talking about because I just spent my money and my relics on a lance. Coral lance, that is. Is it worth having that on time? Because we still don't know if this stupid sea anemone is weak to glorp. Well, we're gonna try it because I'm lazy. Anyway, back to Winnipeg. At least I'm allowed to make my lizard turn his head a lot. At the end of the day, isn't that what's truly important? Okay, a mildly roundabout way of getting to the same point I wanted to get to. Man, shut up. Alright, here's my stupid loser sea anemone son. Nice whiff, loser. Nice whiff, loser. Dylan, I'm going to cave your skull in with the very lengths you keep using. Well, the coral lances are definitely doing better damage than the glore planes. No, this stupid loser's back. Finish him. End it. Yo, we got the letter A. And $1,000. And 1,000 XP. So I assume now that that loser's dead. Yep, it seems to be operating properly now. So all the doors, with all these blocks, yeah, they're open. Same flavor text we got earlier. I see suspicious piranha-like eyes lurking over there. We're not dealing with them. We're going home before the game decides that I didn't kill Gulop 1. And then we'll see if the letter A does anything for me. If I know my Sesame Street, it should. Now whether the shopkeeper's going to care about the letter A is another matter. Didn't fall for it this time. We're so back. By back, I of course mean back home. That's a mist orb. I think this thing just gives you like a guaranteed escape plan from a battle. Doesn't seem like anything else costs the letter A in this store. Like we got Holy Pin, which costs the letter B. Thanks for buying. Well, there was an Easter egg if you attempted to buy something you couldn't afford. Also, tells me I can't afford it even though it's out of stock. What a cheap man. Alright, it is a use item, it's got 3 use. Asserting my dominance to the eels that refuse to leave me alone. I mean, it's a JRPG classic, isn't it? Enemy that you're like 500 levels above, but they insist on existing in your presence anyway. You gotta show them some respect by making them no longer exist ever. So let's see how the suspiciously piranha-shaped eyes feel about my one-shot glance at my 2 coral lances. Because I assume it's not just going to be more piranhas. We've evolved past the need for piranhas. Damn, it is just piranhas. Are they super-duper piranhas? No, they seem identical. Yeah. Well, this is abysmal dog shit. Hey, look, another suspiciously miscolored floor that we could probably detonate if we had a bomb with us. Oh, look, a corner that leads to nothing. Speaking of things for nothing. Orb. Honestly, I have no idea how tempted I am right now to just quit out and reset to get back home. But I want to save my meager amounts of experience points. Those are important. End it. Give me my 40 coins and let me be on my way. Man, these cost suspiciously oddly flat orb as well as money. Where am I supposed to find suspiciously oddly flat orb? Let me guess, I gotta equip it. $2,000, buddy. Dylan, put your flippers on. We're going for a long swim. Send Coding is raiding with the party at 2. 69th streak in party house raid. Nice. But congrats. Also. Welcome to the stream. How are you doing, and how is your stream? In your streak? Whatever, go my bomb. Surely this isn't going to delete the bomb. Doing good to have some close calls, but the streak is alive. I haven't done too much party house streaking myself. Looks fun. How's Divers treating you? Barely played this one? I haven't made a tier list, but it's probably going to be on the low end of my tier list. I've recently discovered that the thing that I thought was kind of annoying and porky, having to constantly go back up and change out my equipment to like blow up rocks and stuff. Yo, $1,500. That's also a mechanic in this game. I spent a bomb to get $1,500, but I also spent a flat orb that I have no clue where to get them from. Pretty sure I probably got it from some random encounter. Also not the biggest RPG fan, which is why I'm playing Divers first, because I think that Grimstone is probably going to be, well, just better. Porgy was worth it, but the backtracking was so rough. Yeah, wasn't having the best time backtracking, even despite being general Metroidvania fan. Is there a story or anything in Divers? You got me. Well, there's music, apparently. Seeped in slime and bile, an undulating chunk of flesh. And we also have these Medusa head squids. Don't tell me I need a bomb for this. I don't have my oddly flat orb. How am I going to purchase another bomb without any oddly flat orbs? Okay, what are you weak to? None of the stuff I have. Good. Alright, bye, Warlock. I'm sticking it out. Yeah, if there's a story, I don't know. 07. I was about to say, well, I have my bomb back, but no, I don't. It still counts as use. It is so sad. Well, you can have your small potion back. Yep. No more silly orb. Or silly bomb. Actually, hold this. Yeah. My Divers gameplay, I have not played this since the first time I streamed it, which was like 2 or 3-ish months ago. And I can't sit around and avoid it forever. As much as I would like to. Man. And now I'm getting harassed by trash mobs. Gotta sleep here, good luck with divers. Yeah, it's pretty late where I am too. The stream's gonna be continuing for a bit. But enjoy your sleep. And once more, congratulations on your nice streak. Let's see if there are any more doors that we can explore now that we've defeated whatever his name was. Fat sea anemone barf guy. Cactuar or something. Yeah, that's just a roundabout way of returning to a place I've already been. What else you got for me? This place. No, we haven't been over here. The remains of what appears to be some form of vessel, fully enveloped in coral and seaweed. Is that the world-famous Campanella from hit video game Campanella? Hey, those tiles are miscolored. Let me in. Give me the goods. A barrel. This could be the goods. We won't know until we get it back home. Well, this isn't the evil flesh purgatory. It's a different layer for layer 3. Featuring silly walking and hopping spider thingies. Sea spider. Isopod 1 looks at Orlok. 400 damage. Alright, none of you have shields. Yeah, of course all these guys are... like... See, this is the shit I be talking about. I'm out here attacking with my coral lance, which is dealing not type effective damage. I'm out here attacking with my electric lance, which is dealing not type ineffective damage. Everything wants the glorp lance, and I can't find the enemy that gives me the relic I need to get more glorp lance. Meaning I'm just stuck with my glorp stick. And my glorp stick is glorp shit. Get me out from Cyber Owls. Anyway, the moral of the story today is that spending the letter A on a mist orb is the best purchase I've ever made in my entire life. Because it means I don't gotta deal with malarkey for 3 whole fights. Yo, it's a Thorn Coral Shield. That sounds vaguely useful. I have so many things my page scrolls now. Yeah, still only 1 dumbbell. Still only 2 egg, or 2 orb. And we're off. Back to our horrible, abysmally slow swim speed. Prowling the grounds, wondering what enemies I should be fighting to get my XP up. Because I feel like I'm in the uncomfortable, lazy medium where guys I was using aren't that strong. But I go to the next area and the enemies there are dealing half my health in one hit. That said, the mechs in this middle area seem to be giving decent experience, assuming I can actually find them. Approach me. Oh, the thorn shield seems to be dealing damage automatically. I thought that you'd have to defend with it for it to actually do that. Right, see, that's still 200 experience, which isn't that much more than I was getting from the piranhas, which are in much more abundant supply. And also one cyclable. Nice whiff loser. Hello. Nice crit. Hey, level up. Kinda want to immediately go home and save this because I'm just a poor boy. I know this game has a level cap, and if I recall correctly, I think it's relatively low. I want to say it's like 14 or 15 or something. I vaguely recall glancing over the speedrun strat for cherry when someone was learning all cherries, and I think that 9 or 10 was like the strat they used, but they also like had everything like playing to a T, which is not a luxury I have because I've never played this game before in my life, besides the other time I streamed it. Gave my $40. Yo, a suspiciously flat orb. That's how we get them. We just bother electric eels constantly until they give us what we want. I only just realized that the palm is a reuse. Which means this thing I've been hunting for is kind of irrelevant. Though I wasn't really hunting for it as much as I'm hunting for these dumbbells, which I still only have one of. How's a man supposed to become glorpular? Well, we're going to harass every single suspiciously miscolored batch of tiles we've ever seen in our lives, even if it's only a mild shortcut at best. I know there are some over here. By over here, I mean in the new Ruins level, which you can play in Crash Bandicoot 2 Cortex Strikes Back. I swear one of the enemies over here is what gave me the dumbbell thing. Well, if it was, it certainly wasn't that guy. Good hustle, boys. Getting into every fight known to man, desperately hoping I can find the one collectible I need to continue persisting and existing. Do I need to do this? Probably not. Am I going to do it anyway? You bet. You never know when we're going to need to come back over here on some official business. A rusted old spear is wedged into the ground. It's stuck. Actually, have I been here before? Actually, yeah, this place looks familiar. Some kind of humanoid being. Yeah, all that was for nothing, but whatever. We've permanently expanded part of the universe. At the end of the day, isn't that what's truly important? How do you feel about this tiny eel? Yeah, we got not the relic I was looking for. Looked like an eyes emoji. I can't remember what product in the store requests an eyes emoji. Okay, we've come out here and gone down, but we haven't really looked up, have we? Oh yeah, we have. That's where we found Thorn Shield in this sad husk of a ship. Down here is just a place where we die instantly. How do you feel about this tiny eel? Get him, boys. Nice whiff. That's just the way we just came from. Nice whiff. Alright, the eyes emojis are required to buy this. Okay, gotta get going. Have a good stream, Reggie. Peace out, BJ. We need to buy this trident. We need to buy this sledge. We need to buy all the sledges, actually. We need to buy Coral Tower Shield. Yep. We need to buy egg. Yep. Seeing as it's a key item, I should probably buy it at some point. What does it do? Good question. I'm gonna drag in some random fight and find out. Actually, it was a use item, right? So I'm not just gonna, like, waste my money. Well, it's not a use item. It's in the same category as flippers. It's $800, and I currently have $1,400. I'm gonna use it in some random fight anyway and see what it does. The humble electric eel. That's what it does. Nothing. Yo, it's a suspiciously flat orb. Still haven't found any more dumbbells. Actually, I suppose I never tried using it on the overworld. That does nothing. Okay, now we're gonna get rid of it. I wonder if I can buy 6 eggs at the shop and it'll make Barbuda guy show up on my menu or something. We still have no clue what Mooncat does. They're just chilling. Chilling like a villain. Okay, I went to try pressing left and right on that menu to see if it did anything. To my humble mooncat, the answer is no. I don't know what that C in that menu was shooting at, bro. The shot went like straight left. And aim. Man. I was about to say, aren't you supposed to like despawn after a few seconds? Get lost. Alright, let's go into the scary hell place that's not full of vampire squids. I'm gonna simply ignore the jumping spiders, because we're never going to get any access to the item that lets us damage them. Damage them in any meaningful capacity, that is. Hi, spooky ghost. Yo, $2,000. Ouch. Get me out. Yo, more area? Yo, music? Nothing here. I feel like I'm missing something major by just sticking to the edges of this room. Like there's just gonna be something sitting on the floor in the middle of the room and I'm not gonna get to it to the very end. But hey, you never know. As famously said by Tony Hawk's Pro Skater. I'm really glad I have the flippers on for this room at any rate. What if I have to use the god blood in this room? I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna look at those stars I just sort of ignored. Well, it seems to be a year's supply of nothing. Back to the land of nothing. Nothing except a spooky ghost and jumping spider. Okay, you guys just gonna heal each other. I'm fine with that. Okay, I'm less fine with that. Yo, can you guys stop whiffing? We're gonna be here forever. Oh my goodness, he didn't revive. 1,000 experience. I'm rich. I spent literally all of my weapon durability, but I'm rich. Yo, a lever. Get me out. I've accomplished one thing in my life, and it's flicking a lever. I think I'm allowed to have this. Man, no. This asshole spawning in my way. Alright, Ghost, I appreciate your attempts at calling out the direction I was going in, but can you not do that? Alright, we got another eyes emoji. How do you feel about this, Anemone? Zero relics, that's not what I fought you for. back to sipping on soup. $3,000 and I'm almost $4,000. I'm being hard gated by relics. I'm also just keeping Orlock equipped with this bomb instead of God's Blood or a small potion because who knows when I'm going to find a destructible floor and then be sad. I've been over here in years. Was there a destructible floor here? Or a door for that matter? There's that incredibly suspicious empty spot. Now it really is $4,000. I think that's the spot they go in bingo when they have like the get money goal for divers. I found an exit off the bottom left and the bottom middle, but I don't know if I've explored the bottom right enough. Yeah, what's over here? Another box. Is it going to be money or a pearl? It's the Judicator from Metroid Prime Hunters, otherwise known as a relic. I don't trust this ledge. No invisible chest. Sad. Oh. Yo, it's a picture of myself from hit video game Divers. I don't think I'm getting anywhere. Well, there's an entrance off the bottom right. It also does not take me to evil, fleshy hell purgatory, but instead to a new place, which I have not seen. More slime eel? No, it's fellow fish people. Fish people with pretty decent damage. You finish them, boys. Now, unfortunately, I've decided to not have my healing pin on in favor of carrying around a bomb and a mist orb, so well, I don't know. How do you feel about this? What kind of creature did this once belong to? These blobs are in hot pursuit. So are the jellyfish. I simply wish to go in bold, uncharted new directions. Yeah, like this. Wow, look, nothing. Nothing here. Another lever. A switch. There's no way to crank it back. I'm assuming that with both of those pressed, that's probably access to more of the evil flesh place. How do you feel about this? Or the jellies? Yeah, I think the jellyfish are changing their resistances. 450 experience. Not bad. I've also begun to realize that they're just patrolling and they aren't actively chasing me down, which is good knowledge. Ooh, box. Box of stuff. A pearl. Assuming we can get this baby home. We're gonna be good eating, or not eating at all, depending on what's in it. Nothing here. Alright, I guess we're off. With this beautiful effigy of my own head. And this Judicator from Metroid Prime Hunters. Absolutely not. Not getting in a fight with a mech when I can't one-cycle him without my boy or lock up. Get out of my sight. Alright. What you got for me, suspiciously orange ball? Yo, a large pin. Otherwise known as a large potion. We finally did it and we didn't need to get our stupid... what is it? Dumbbell relic? That stupid orb relic. Oh, he doesn't even sell these. He only sells M potions. We're so rich. How much health does this heal? Let's see. Oh my god, it has 12 uses too. Everything is wonderful. Alright, stupid fish, come and beat me up. Still just 539. You seem to power the L potion, or S potion. I guess the difference in size is probably just how many times you're allowed to use it. Still handy, because that's triple the uses of my boring old S potion. Never really looked what costs. Alright, electric trident costs. Actually, it's not really the adjudicator, it's more like the space jump. Right, getting a sledge and a shock sledge costs space jump. I get the feeling I'm getting close to the final boss, and I'm gonna be a little silly Billy. And if we can reach the final boss, I want to see if we can figure out what he's weak to, so I can see what's worth having. I mean, we've already died like 5 times this playthrough. Who cares if it's 6? I was about to say 500 times, just for the fun of it, but yeah. You never know, they might just start throwing invisible chests everywhere. There's one thing that old UFO Soft has taught me, it's to not trust like that. Were they even UFO Soft at this point? I think they were still LX, weren't they? But LX has definitely taught me not to trust like that. Unless your name is Warp Tank. Or Mooncat, for that matter. No, the entrance was out here, wasn't it? Yeah. Yeah, there it is. Off to the realm of flesh. Hey, do you have an invisible treasure chest for me anywhere? You know, for the culture? The vulture culture from Donkey Kong Country? What about you? Oh my god, there actually was one. How is he so good at this game? That's a pearl now. In theory, I should be taking this home instead of not doing that. How do you feel about this? You're not straight. We also know what fangfish are weak to. They're weak to glorp. Yep, 1400 XP. I'm so loaded. Well, we're dead. Well, we died 6 times. Who cares if it's 7? I'm going to make an executive decision to remove this. And in doing so, I'm going to immediately run into a situation that requires it. Because this is the life we lead. Then I'm going to go back down there and I'm going to see what's in the magic invisible box. I'm probably going to return it. And then, I don't know. I think I might have missed an invisible chest in that one room with the music and the overwhelming amounts of nothing. I'd believe it. You gotta find the secret chest that has dog's blood in it. You combine the dog's blood with the god's blood. Frantically searching every 2-tile wide platform now. Because you never know, as famously said Antonio Express Skater. Alright, game. What's in the box? Oh my god, it's a holy rod. Only 15 uses, but it's got 350 POW. And at least the damage is being spread evenly between my lizard children. Alright, let's see how the evil flesh dimension enemies feel about my holy rod. Surely holy defeats vampires. Clueless. Okay, time's dead. Everyone went for him. I've accomplished nothing on this dive, I'm out. I also want to get the cherry in this. Get a 3 streak. Alright. Bird. Many generals can win wars, but only the best can win a victory every time. Good luck, and be warned that since we last defeated them, the enemy has grown stronger. Yo, many scrolls, Ed boy. Bard. Cleric. Rat. Damn, he gets rats. I wish I had rats. Sentences you can take out of context. Navigation. Taking all the scrolls before this guy can take them, because I enjoy being a greedy greed boy. Cleric. He's going for a lot of heals. Aiming. Let us begin. He's got water to his back, I've got sand to mine. World's strongest cleric. I didn't realize how little move the cleric had until I actually tried firing with him. He only gets like 3 dots. He's so poor. Could have charged that more to hit myself. I thought I was going to hit with that level. Yo, you should miss your shot. Well, you healed yourself, but you also healed me, which is like acceptable, I think. Splash like Steph Curry. Dang. Alright. 500 gold, buddy. You should whiff this. He's gonna fire it directly at me anyway, so maybe I shouldn't have done that, but like, whatever. Alright, good thing I underfired that. He's going for health because the CPU doesn't believe in drowning discs unless it's their own. Oh no, he might be doing it. No, he wants money. No, he wants to go for a bank shot. What's your plan? What I tell you about drowning discs, he doesn't believe in it. Making him mildly whiff. Go, my slime. Hold down the neutral. Alright, here go most of my units. And he got another crystal. Sad. On the bright side, now that I only have 5 units left, my leadership comes through. Splash like Steph Curry. Splash like Steph Curry. Red is still doing their best to avoid knocking any of my units into the water. Genuinely just hilarious at this point. Victory in this engagement. Mine. This mine is mine. I'm too broke to afford much, so I'll just take this knight. He's also claiming the mine that I claimed. One, two, three, 1, 2, 3. Alright, so I'm pretty sure he just can't reach me. Which means I should be good to go over here and steal this. I'll take that. Oh, his mine ran out. In that case, I was gonna steal it, but since I ran out, I'll go over here and I'll do this. Scrap with me. Unfortunately, my back's to the water. Well, his is just to the sand. And he also has a spider. Instead of approaching, I'm taking the time to do some buffing. He's going to drink from the fountain of life. And immediately drown the guy I just buffed. This is so sad. Equivalent exchange. Bonk. Another shot from the cleric. Hey, you should miss this shot. Fortunately, I've made him buff his champion, which is not a particularly good look. I don't know why the aiming reticle is vanishing at certain angles. Too strong. Goodbye, my beautiful, beautiful cleric. It's getting $5 million. Unfortunately, he didn't aim his shot anywhere else besides where I was already in, so attempting to cheese him did nothing. Nice whiff, loser. Alright, is he going for the slime or just to drink water? The slime. And the water. So if he doesn't have leadership, that knight's going nowhere else, or nowhere for at least one more turn. Probably wouldn't have healed him if I hadn't done the silly. Whatever. Go, my slime. He continues to insist upon money. No money for you. Splash like Steph Curry. Now it's just his no damage spider and his cleric. Splash like Steph Curry. Approach me, loser. Nice try. No more crystals. No. I thought that was weak enough that it wouldn't do exactly what it just did. Oh, bro's apparently insistent on out-camping me. Go home. Bard, Bard, Golem, Golem. Alright, not a bad haul. I have only 2 bards, so I'm Audi 5000. What we got? A battle occurs. My back's to the open ocean, which I'm not a fan of, but there's also a very comically tiny pond very close to me. You have anyone who uses these? Yeah, you got bards. Who else has bards? Me. Goodbye to this one singular knight, I assume. No, everyone except him. Delicious, nutritious. Blood from a stone. I'm full of wrath. Bonk. Bonk. You should miss this. As usual, never going for the drown. Splash, like Steph Curry. Splash, like Steph Curry. Bard, minor, minor, minor. Now he just walks around sadly with his 3 minors. Hi, loser. No more that guy. Oof. Well, I was about to say, knowing the CPU, it's not even going to bother taking a shot at me. Against all odds, it is still failing to drown any of my discs. Alright, it's going for silly Worms, good CPU era bank shots. What's it really accomplishing? Bonk. 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 As the CPU tries in vain to prolong its own life for just 1 turn longer. Alright, pal, you and what reserves? Alright, Bard, minor, minor. Bard, minor, Bard, minor. He really just does have the best units at his 1 tavern. Approach me. I say the best in jest, but it did allow him to prolong this fight once more. Alright, 3 damage vampire on the field. Things we like to see. Amazed that he didn't accidentally drown one of the bard he was sitting next to. But hey, speaking of drowning, splash like Steph Curry. Damn, nice $9. Just in case we needed more 3 damage units on the field. No more that guy. Splash like Steph Curry. Had to happen eventually. Nice whiff. Alright, you got cool bank shots, but what are you gonna spend these 20 crystals on? You gonna use your bard to buff 20 times? Splash, like Steph Curry. Oh, honestly, I forgot that guy was there. It's very forgettable. Against all odds, he's not going to try and square up with his 3 damage miner. Thanks for the 3 damage slime, I guess. Splash like Steph Curry. And no more. Alright, buddy, try and get to that tavern, I dare you. Blue has no discs. Red wins. Night, Night, Vampire Mage. Alright, we got a mine. We got this scroll. Navigation. Slime. Ogre. Slime. Definitely leadership. Back home. What we got? Fishman. And mages. Oh, he's also got leadership now. Ogre. Golem pushing off one of his knights to reserve. Approach me. Oh yeah, we got water on the top right, because I remembered to pay attention to how the map looks. Because the map determines how your fights are going to be looking when you get into them. Okay, those tridents are a bit weaker in terms of, not their strength, but how far you're allowed to shoot them. I keep expecting a little bit more. Alright, he's going to make the strongest slime on the planet, by which I of course refer to its health. This fishman is going down, down, down. Bonk. Alright. Alright, slim bank shot. No more crystals. The mage has finally been put out of her misery. The fog is approaching. Damn, he did actually have a shot on me. The golem is rapidly approaching my location. Boink. No more crystals. Alright, where are you shooting? Nice try. Fortunately, I know how to swim. No more crystals. Damn. Bonk. Okay, so it seems like the CPU prioritizes using disks that aren't stunned, so like... Alright, yeah, he gets 2 turns on that, so I lose this skirmish. Back to my reserves. Is he gonna go for the second encounter? Nope. Because his crew is still pretty motley after the last fight. Can you give me anyone except all my guys who are in the bank? Golem. This golem's gonna drink some juice. Of course, the archer that I would love to be hitting him with is currently not accessible. Leadership, what am I paying you for? Goodbye, my archer. Bonk. Excellent, that damage output is exactly what I was hoping for. Canceling that shot because I don't really have clear line of sight on any of them. He's going for Golem. No more slime. A little love tap. Oh, you fool. You buffoon. Splash, like Steph Curry. Archer, archer, mage, archer. Alright, and where are you headed? I hope you weren't headed to this gold nugget. Slime. Slime. I kind of want to hit up this tavern up here. See what's good in the neighborhood. Sea Knight, Ogre, Golem. Go ahead, take initiative. Fortunately, my back is to the open ocean. However, the enemy also has a comically tiny pond next to them. Splash like Steph Curry. Splash like Steph Curry. 50% of the time, it works every time, baby. Okay, he's attempting to splash his own teammate. No more that guy. Gonna hoard my crystals. Like a dragon from Spyro. He seeks to make his champion incredibly burly. Get some gold and kill that golem. Nice shooting techs. Unfortunately, every knight known to man is currently in the back line. Splash like Steph Curry. Except this time it's because I cheated. Perfecto. Have my knight wait in the wings. Not splash because it's slime. Slime's got aqua move. He's finally put somebody in range of my wrath. Kaboom. His humble stunned champion, formerly unstunned. Once more, the Trident has a weaker shot than I expected to. Boink. Who are you going for? My army that I have sitting behind these 500 trees. I was genuinely expecting the CPU to just bank shot the mage off into the water. You should miss this shot. The novel concept of mixing fire with water. Alright, going for a sippy. And a second sippy. No more crystals. Their only unit left is this archer that is both stunned and sitting in the fog. I'm mildly hoping that it's so... the pushback in the fog is so weak that, like, by the time it gets to the archer's turn, because I finally kill this mage, like, he tries to move and it just dies instantly. Sadly, I don't think this will be the case, but a man can dream. Can a man get line of sight, though? Eh. Yeah, I wouldn't have reached anyway. Aw. Go, my golem. Be safe. At least I hope you're safe. Goodbye, my fishman. Oh, I was waiting. I was trying to cheese out of his... I was trying to do the silly CPU aim glitch, but he's out of crystals. He's been out of crystals. Vampire, mage. I've got no money. I'm a broke loser. Alright, so it's gonna be my back to the open ocean in it. Yeah. Yeah, way to knock your vampire into the fountain, even though that makes him take damage. Get stunned. Oh, he's actually using his stunned unit. A rarity. Give me the drink. Tasty. Sorry, buddy, I took all the drink already. Alright, nice bank shots. Fortunately, you can see the fact that I don't care. Splash like Steph Curry. Alright, approach me, loser. The mage comes forward. The mage actually drowns an enemy. Gasp. I played myself. The CPU, however, also played themselves. Nice whiff, loser. He's farming all those crystals that he's going to be able to use to have his archer shoot arrows. Blue retreats to their home base, where they have a whopping nothing left. Square up. Reds won the war. Now it's getting very late, so we're going to keep things suspenseful, just like we did with Bug Hunter by not getting cherry. I am going to look for somebody that I can raid. Let's see. Ooh. Speak of the Chocolate Cake 5000 himself. He is streaming some cursed words. So we're gonna go and watch him. Thanks for chatting, watching, lurking, raiding, the usuals, etc. Thanks for being here. Look forward to me probably next weekend, like usual. Streaming on Tuesday this past week was sort of a makeup for not streaming on the weekend, so don't expect another weekday stream, but if it happens, then, like, cool, I guess. Yeah, thanks for showing up. Peace out.